Hey, what's up guys? So I have another deck idea. It's going to be a red and green burn deck. As always, we start off with our land. We got 10 mountains, 10 forest. And next we're going to be having 2 of Chandra's Revelation. They do 4 damage target creature. And then you can tap target land. That land doesn't untap during its control's untap step. So you can sit there and use these and help prevent your opponent from summoning spells. And next we have 3 of the Flame Lash, which deals 4 damage target creature or player. 2 of the Aether Chasers. They have first strike and they enter the battlefield. You get 2 energy counters. When Aether Chaser attacks, you may pay 2 to create a 1/1 color servo artifact creature token. Then we're going to be playing with 2 of the Lifecraft Cavalry. They have Trample, also Revolt, so when they enter the battlefield, with an extra 2 1/1 counters on them if a permanent I control has left the battlefield. We're also going to be playing with 2 Aether Stream Leopards. They also come with Trample and they enter the battlefield. You get 1 energy counter. Whenever Aether Stream Leopard attacks, you may pay 1 energy counter to give it a +2/+0 until end of turn. And two Implements of Ferocity. You spend 1 forest to sacrifice it. You put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Activate this ability only anytime you can cast a sorcery. When Implement of Ferocity is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you draw a card. 2 Consolate Turret. You can tap them for an energy counter. You can also tap to pay 3 energy counters to have it deal 2 damage to target player. 2 Forger's Puzzle Knot. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Spend 1 mountain, 2 colorless to sacrifice it, and it deals another 1 damage to target creature or player. And we're going to be playing with 3 of the Implements of Combustion. Spend 1 mountain to sacrifice it, deals 1 damage to target player. And just like the Implement of Ferocity, when it enters the graveyard from the battlefield, you draw a card. And now we're going to go into our uncommon cards. We're going to be playing 3 of the Renegade Firebrands. For as long as you control a Chandra Planeswalker, Renegade Firebrand gets a +1/+0 and has first strike. I'm going to be playing with 2 Richscale Tuskers. They enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. No, sorry, when they enter the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Then 2 Outland Boars. They can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. And then for now, until I get another one, we're going to be playing with 1 Hungry Flames. Hungry Flames deals 3 damage to target creature and 2 damage to target player. And now we're going to go into our rares. We're going to be playing with 1 Green Real Liberator. Has Revolt. If a permanent left the battlefield that you control, it enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. And we're also going to be playing Kyra Zev, Skyship Raider. Has First Strike and Menace. Whenever it attacks, create a legendary 2/1 red monkey creature token named Ragavin that's tapped and attacking. Exile that token at the end of combat. And 1 Life Crafters. I can't pronounce that one. But at the beginning of your upkeep, you can scry 1. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay 1 forest. If you do, you draw a card. And now 2 of Pyre's Revelations. Whenever a non-token artifact is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, copy that card to your hand unless target opponent has Pyre's Revelation. Deal 3 damage to him or her, which works out well with the implement artifact cards we have in here, along with the Fire Forge's Puzzle Knot. For when if you have both your Pyre's Revelation out and you choose to sacrifice any of the implements, like the Combustion you can already have, if you have all 3 out, you can sacrifice them to do immediate 3 damage to target player, and then you can easily just bring them back to your hand unless your opponent decides to have Pyre's Revelation deal 3 damage to him or her. In that case, if you have both out, they'll be taking 6 instead. So I figured that was a pretty good combo to use. And then Kyra Zev's Expertise. Gain control of target creature or vehicle until end of turn. Untap it, it gains haste until end of turn. And you may cast a card with converted mana cost 2 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost, which would work if you have any of the artifacts except for the Consolate Turret. You can just throw those out. Oh, I think I'm coming down with something. Then we're going to be playing with 2 of the Release the Gremlins. To destroy X target artifacts, create X 2/2 red goblin creature tokens. Alright, so if we have all of our artifacts out, we can use these to destroy all of them and get just a crap load of 2/2 red green creature tokens. Plus, if you have both of your Pyre's Revelations out, you can either bring all those back to your hand and then, or your opponent can have it just deal a shitload of damage to themselves. But no opponent's going to do that. So, but it's more than likely you're not going to have all those out. So you might be having like 4 out at a time. So it's not going to take that much mana to use to release the gremlins to just destroy those the artifacts, and then the opponent, it's more than likely to just have them bring them back, and then you can just throw them right back out there. Then we're going to use 2 Liberating Combustions to deal 6 damage to target creature. Now that's a lot of damage to do just 1 creature, but it's going to help get rid of some of those moderate size creatures out there. But it also allows you to search your library for a card named Chandra Pyrogenis. You gotta reveal it, and you get to put it in your hand. You can also search your graveyard in case it's already in there. So that's a pretty good card to have. And of course we will be playing with our Chandra Pyrogenis. Her first ability gives you a +2 for her loyalty counters, and she deals 2 damage to each opponent. Her -3, which is her second ability, deals 4 damage to target creature. And her third ability, which is a -10, deals 6 damage to target player and each creature he or she controls, which is a lot of damage to do with just 1 ability, so that's pretty cool. I really like the Chandra card, and I actually really like this deck. I think it's a pretty decently made deck. If you guys have any more ideas to help me like improve this or whatever, let me know in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. And thanks for watching, guys.